Happy Thursday, happy College Friday. And I wanted to, I found this quote yesterday that I thought was pretty interesting and timely. And I just think it's funny that it's on College Friday that I'm going to be sharing this with you. But the quote is, "Never doubt that you're making a difference. You may not see it right away, but teaching has a ripple effect." And this was submitted by teacher Kristen Rafferty. I don't know who she is, but I like her quote. And I think it's true that teaching does have a ripple effect, and I actually see it happening in my daily life. So I have a client who's become a friend, and we're on this kind of crazy journey. We're like the strangest friends ever. And gotta get that first sip in. And so I helped her buy her first building, her 2-flat. So she was living in an apartment. She wanted to buy a 2-flat. And she had been working with another real estate agent, wasn't happy for whatever reason. And I can't even remember how we connected, but we connected somehow. And she was like, "Look, I want to do this and I just need your help. And I need to go see a bunch of properties and let's do this." And so throughout the process, I taught her about real estate terms and just everything that goes along with purchasing a building. And so she found a building day 3 that we went out. And so she did this. It was fantastic. And so she rented out one of the units, and she lives in the other one. And so her rent pays for her mortgage. And so technically, she has no rent. Oh, coffee tastes so good this morning. Must be that number 6. So we've kept in touch because, you know, we have fun together. And so throughout, I've been teaching her. For instance, the first time I went and visited her after she moved into her new house, she's like, "Hey, you know, I need to get a plumber. Do you know a plumber?" And of course I said, "Well, why do you need a plumber?" She's like, "Well, you know, we don't have any hot water." I'm like, "Oh my God, how have you been living here for like a couple of weeks without hot water?" And it ended up that when the prior owner moved, they turned the hot water to vacation. So, you know, we went through how to do that. I didn't know how to do it, so I had to look at the manual and see, you know, to make sure I was doing it the right way. And then throughout, we've stayed in touch, kept in touch, and there's been teaching moments, and there's been teaching moments on both sides of it. And then lately she's been wanting to buy another building. You know, she wants to continue buying buildings on her goal to becoming self-employed and self-maintained, I guess is the word, from the rental units. And so we went over SMART goals, and we spent a lot of time on the phone talking about goals and how to break down into tactics and what happens every day with a goal. And here is where the ripple effect. So she had the opportunity to talk to, because of her job, she had an opportunity to talk to a bunch of, I'm gonna just say, younger people. And things that I had taught her and talked to her about, she then was teaching this group. And I thought, man, you know, how fantastic is that? So teach one, teach many. And there's also a phrase out there of teach me how to, don't feed me, teach me how to fish so I can feed myself. And I think there's opportunities every day that we have in our lives to teach someone. I also saw something on Facebook about, if I don't know something, don't laugh at me, teach me. And so there's this whole teacher team, and I actually got up this morning because I was like, all right, why is everything coming up teaching? And thought, well, maybe it was Teachers Day or something, but it's not. I think tomorrow's actually National Spouse Day, so be prepared for that, Leon. But take this as a challenge. Try to teach someone something today, or be on the receiving end of that teaching and pass it on. Be part of that ripple effect, because there's power in that, and we all need it. Now, my camera keeps slipping. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's supposed to be my hair. I got bad hair juju today. So I'm gonna show my mug. Maybe I'll save this for tomorrow. Nah, I'm gonna show it today. Okay, so my mug says, Mrs. Always Right, and that's not true. And I guess this goes a little bit into tomorrow being Spouses Day, but there are times when I'm not in my element. Okay, ask me a question about real estate, I got you. Ask me a question about raising kids, I'm gonna have an opinion. I'm not gonna say that I'm right, but I'm gonna have an opinion, and I'm gonna share my experience. But there's times when I'm thinking one way about something, and it's usually, like how to do something, physically do something. And Leon will come along and he'll be like, oh, here's an easy way to do it. Just do this, this, this. And I'm like, oh my God, if I would have done it my way, it would have taken hours and a lot of work. And his way took 2 minutes. And I have to tell him, you know what, babe, you were right. And he loves to hear that he was right. So I'm going to stick by my mug this morning and enjoy it, because it probably won't last. I'm sure there'll be something today that I have to say he's right. So anyway, enjoy your day. Teach someone something, learn something, pass it on.